Hello, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sarah, and on this channel, I cover anti-MLM and scam commentary. So if that is your sort of thing, I would love if you could click like on this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and with that, let's get started. We have another installment in our series of top MLM fails. For this one, this is a bomb party rep on TikTok Live. One thing I do want to point out before I click play is that I did have to do a considerable amount of editing out of curse words, so you will hear those bleeped.
Who the f she thinks she is? Bad, you're blocked. How about that? Go ahead and block this bitch alive, y'all. Do I got any mods in here? Somebody come block this bitch alive. Like literally, get off my live. This bitch here. This bitch. I'm literally calling her to her face.
So like I said, this is a bomb party rep who is trying to run a business, and she's yelling at a viewer who is commenting and trying to get them blocked. And I just want to point out that this isn't just someone on the internet on TikTok Live. This is someone who is trying to sell products because their income is dependent on it. If you're unfamiliar, Bomb Party kind of sells itself as a company who has like surprise jewelry reveals. The idea is that a customer will place an order to buy a piece of mystery jewelry. So like rings, a necklace, bracelets, and the reps will reveal them live on camera. And the catch is that the customers don't know what piece of jewelry they're going to get, and neither do the reps.
Get off my live. This bitch here. This bitch. I'm literally calling her to her face. I know somebody who reveals better jewelry than you, Lauren. I said, I don't give a get out of my room. You don't like it. She talking about no. Get up out of here, right here. Threes. You don't go in people's room and be rude like that. Get the hell out the lie.
Okay, so I just wanted to let that play out just a little bit longer. And I want to be clear before I continue that I believe everything that has happened was unnecessary from both sides. For some context, someone came into her comments and was essentially trolling her and just saying things that were unnecessary and not needed. It's like they just came in to kind of stir things up. And we're saying something like there is another bomb party rep that reveals better jewelry than this rep. And yeah, that's rude. And I don't understand what the angle is there. Like you wouldn't walk into someone's business and just announce freely like your competitor is better. If you don't like someone's reveals or you don't like their video, just don't watch them. Go watch someone else. All of that said though, this reaction is, I think, way over the top. Instead of just ignoring the comment or maybe briefly addressing it and then blocking them, she stops the live. She's cursing. It's just like really off the rails. And I believe a portion of why this is happening is because Bomb Party is really oversaturated. There are too many reps selling the same jewelry on TikTok Live. For this particular MLM, the way that these reps stand out is their personality, their sales tactics, and how entertaining they can be on live streams. So if a customer is saying that they prefer a different seller, that's technically a direct loss of the seller they're telling that to. And in an MLM, as we know, every sale matters. And just as a hunch is like, maybe that's why she was so offended, is that competition can feel really personal in this particular MLM. Because I think that like in a traditional sales job, someone preferring your competitor is kind of just part of the business. But in an MLM, especially one like Bomb Party, the rep is sort of the brand. There's very little separation between what they're selling and who they are. So when someone is criticizing their reveals or says that they like another rep better, it likely doesn't just feel like a loss of a sale. It likely feels like a direct attack against them personally. And when your income is directly associated with standing out in a very flooded market, every lost customer, I assume, can feel like one step closer to failure because in MLMs, success is all on them. There's minimal or altogether no corporate support. There's no marketing team. There's no buffer. If they don't sell or recruit enough, they don't make money. And if people aren't buying specifically from them, they won't get their paycheck. So I think that that kind of pressure makes every lost customer feel like a direct hit. So when that troll said that she liked a different bomb party rep, to me, it wasn't just like a casual opinion. It's a reminder that this rep in this video is competing against hundreds, maybe thousands of other sellers for the same customers. And when you're constantly struggling to stand out, even small comments like that likely feel like a threat. Also, just as a quick aside before we move on, do not engage with reps like this. If you disagree with MLMs and their business model, the best thing you can do is not buy from them. Engaging with reps, even if it's just to troll, fuels the fire. Like it's just going to justify them saying, see, there's haters and I need to succeed because I have haters. So that's just my way of saying like they don't need more reasons to feel like the world is against them. They likely just need space to realize that the business is the problem.
Isn't that so rude? People just be, look at this ring I just revealed for Tenacia. You don't know where they're from. Let me block. She's better than you. Look at this.
Who is that?
I don't know. Just somebody stupid on the internet. I don't even know how to block people. Let me go into her damn profile. Get off my live. Somebody tell me how to block somebody. Oh, got her. Never mind. Block. Bitch.
Okay. Now I have to actually respond to this particular rep's reaction. As a reminder, this is all happening as she's selling jewelry. Like back in the beginning when she's cursing and getting really riled up, she's holding a ring up to the camera like, see the ring that I revealed for you? And then is cursing and demanding that this person be blocked. It is, I don't know, it just almost feels like dystopian. Maybe that's the wrong use for that term, but it just feels really off. I think of it as if imagine that you walked into a brick and mortar store and instead of ringing up customers, the person there working is doing a full-on investigation of a bad Yelp or Google review that they got. And I don't mean to repeat myself, but I really do think this is very specific to MLMs like this and to Bomb Party, is that these reps are so dependent on keeping specific loyalty to themselves. Every rep has a lot of the same inventory. So the reason that you get engagement on these TikTok lives is because of you specifically. So instead of just ignoring the comment and moving on, she is full on spiraling. I just can't imagine being a regular customer who's just watching this. Maybe I, wanted a ring revealed and the rep is just going on and on about a troll who mentioned another rep, Lauren. I don't know. It's how do you even recover from this mid-sale?
I just blocked her, y'all.
Look it up.
Yeah, unique. With the _123. A person that loves to get behind a screen. What you just say, Kelly? What you just say right here? And she's got a flower thing. I blocked her from mine. People just be so stupid.
Okay, so she finally blocks them. And again, I just say, are we just supposed to go right back into selling jewelry? This entire live stream is derailed. One person coming in to say that they like a different rep better has turned into multiple minutes of yelling, berating, and cursing. And meanwhile, she has actual customers who are just sitting and watching this unfold. I cannot imagine trying to run a business like this. Every single sale depends on you being live and keeping the people who are watching you entertained and ensuring that nothing is off with the vibe. But then you get one annoying comment. And again, I do think the comment was unnecessary and trolling and just, it wasn't needed. But did it substantiate this response? Absolutely not. The best thing you can do if you feel like your emotions are out of control based on this criticism is end the live. You don't have to handle this on camera. And now that this is over and she has the person blocked, she sort of just has to act like nothing happened and somehow miraculously convince people and get them excited to buy jewelry again. I don't know. I feel like this is a big reason as to why we're seeing a lot of Bomb Party reps go off the rails more often. There's been a lot of clips that I've seen. They've been doing this for so long. I'm sure that they're burnt out. Every live stream feels like it's really high stakes. Every comment appears to feel feel very personal to a lot of the reps. I have more clips that we're going to cover in later videos of bomb party reps doing things that, in my opinion, should be handled off camera and not live on TikTok. I did see this all go down, and then I came back on her live a little bit later, and this is how she was handling her meltdown, for lack of a better term.
I just let her get under my skin, and I just shouldn't even done that. I'm really quite embarrassed, but like, I literally was calling her a B and everything. Like, I literally was like, you just really don't, like, she set me off. It was bad, Kim. It was ugly. And my husband didn't like it. He was like, you gotta be mindful. I was like, I try. But not once that popped off, huh? You know, Tony was right in there with them names, honey. I did make Stacy a mod. I learned how to do that today. And Stacy just kept getting the rest of her accounts for me. All right, babe. Don't forget I'm still hungry, babe, though, when you come back.
Don't get lazy. Here we go. I can fix the problem.
Huh?
I don't mind.
I like being brawless. Like, I like that. I don't care. It don't bother me.
I don't care. What they gonna do?
Yeah, I don't mind it a bit. Hi, Miss Jamie C. Welcome in, guys. We are sold out of necklaces and earrings for right now, March. We're waiting for 10 more of each to come in. I have all size rings available. And then we'll have March birthday earrings and necklaces.
I don't care.
They gave me a violation for language or threatening or something like that. Kim, you know I'm terrible with the violations. I get violated almost every live.
I cut out a few seconds between her and I believe her daughter. They were just talking, but it doesn't change the context of this clip, but I did just want to mention it. I do want to talk about the fact that she says that she gets a violation on almost every live. Like, that is a bad pattern. Her reaction to this troll was unhinged. If it really bothered her that much, I understand addressing it. I think I would have too. It's hard to hear those kinds of things. So saying like, that was rude and I'm going to get this person blocked, I think that that is totally fair. And like, if you're that upset, like I mentioned before, end the live, walk away, take a deep breath, talk about these kinds of feelings in your own household. But instead, she spiraled into this full-on meltdown. It was like cussing and ranting and raving and trying to track this person down so she could block all of their accounts, which, like, also, why does this troll have so many accounts? I just don't understand. Why all this matters in terms of MLMs is because these reps rely on social media to make sales. There's no physical store, there's no corporate marketing. They are the marketing. And if they get banned from TikTok, their business is essentially gone. And Bomb Party isn't, I assume, going to step in. They're not going to help you handle the trolls because at the end of the day, corporate is going to get paid no matter what. You're buying this inventory to then go on and sell it. If a rep gets burnt out or loses followers or altogether gets banned on these social platforms, I highly doubt they're going to step in and help you. So the reason that I included this here is, of course, it's just like kind of a wild thing to watch. It is worth asking, why did this affect her so much? I think it's because in MLMs, every customer feels like a lifeline. Every negative comment can feel like a threat. And when you've been trained to believe that success in this business is entirely on you, I think that even a random troll saying something as unnecessary as this can send you into full-blown panic mode.
Kim, I really did go stupid. Like, I'm embarrassed. I'm glad there wasn't a lot of people in the room. Hi, Miss Tammy. I don't know why she just got under my skin like that. It's just, I don't even know why I lost my cool, but I was ready, wasn't I? I was ready. It would have been over with. I don't even know what happened to me in that split. I need to eat. I didn't have my popcorn yet, Kim.
I go pick them up yesterday.
No, it didn't have a 3, the 5 on the end. It's a white like flower or something with a yellow center, Kimmy. No 5.
One of them did have a 5, like not.
Oh, one of them.
Title name, other names.
Oh, Tony screenshotted it. Did you screenshot the name thing, the white thing, to show Kimmy? Send it to Kimmy. You got her phone number?
Send it to her.
Oh. It was just unique 1, 2, 3, 3, right?
Yeah.
No 5.
Click on and see what other.
Oh, they have other names?
These two others that I have.
Click on.
It's the underscore. That ain't it. It's
That's one of them.
Well, the 123 has the one with the flower on it.
And then, yeah, click on there.
Hi, thank you for the follow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, let me just show Kimmy real quick. Oh, I gotta flip my camera. Hold on. I don't want to do a co-host.
Okay, at this point, it's too much. We have multiple people trying to track down these trolls' usernames. Meanwhile, this is still a live sale. Just turn the camera off and address it and block all their accounts or whatever you have to do to feel better and come back later. There's not a ton of people watching her during this, but still, like if they're there to watch you sell jewelry, you should just do that or don't do that and just end the live. I don't know. I just feel like there are so many easier ways to handle things. And another thing is like these reps just likely don't have the training for how to deal with this social media influx of negative comments. I don't know. I don't know this rep's history. I don't know if she's been in other MLMs before, if she's a new rep. I really have no idea. But this is not the way to handle your emotions when you're trying to sell stuff. These TikTok lives are where these reps, I believe, make a majority of their sales from. And I think that that's like a very bizarre and weird part of MLMs like Bomb Party. They can't just log off. I think this video is proof of that. Because in Bomb Party, when you're not revealing orders of jewelry, you're not going to make more sales. So even when their lives completely derail like this, they have to sit there and continue on and sort of, I don't know, hurt their entire future business by acting this way.
I was reading this underscore, the lemon 8. I deleted that. Okay. She'll see it. Thank you for the follow. Y'all welcome in, welcome in. Close my eyes.
What?
Hi, Miss Leah.
Did that tell who?
It's another app.
Yeah.
But I deleted it because they said we were supposed to be able to go live in case TikTok had shut down, but I deleted it because you can't go live from it. So if I can't sell from it, there's no point in me having it. Because, I don't even really be on I don't even get on Facebook.
Okay, I'm just gonna end it there. I have a little bit left, but it doesn't really change anything. I find it so utterly strange and, like I said, dystopian that things like this can happen and then you just have to continue on with selling jewelry on a live stream on TikTok. It makes it seem like it's some high stakes reality show and not selling jewelry that's in a bath bomb. There's no logging off. There's no reset button. Just push through no matter how ridiculous things get. At the end of the day, this was not a jewelry sale. This was an MLM meltdown. And unfortunately, it will not be the last. For this one, we are going to watch a marketing video from the co-CEO of Arieyl.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I'm the co-CEO here at Arieyl, and this is what we do. A traditional company, whether their products are sold online or on store shelves, relies on advertising to let people know their products exist. Companies can spend millions of dollars on advertising, just trying to spread awareness. Think about the TV ads, radio, print, social media. You get the point. But what makes us different is that we know the best advertising is word of mouth. People trust their friends and family and personal experiences over an advertisement any day. I know before I go to a new restaurant, I want to know, what are people thinking? How is the food? Before I order clothes online, I'm reading all the reviews. How does it fit? Is it too tight? Is it too small? I want to hear from real people before making my decisions. So that's what we do here at Arieyl. Instead of paying millions of dollars on ads, we give our influencers a commission on every order that they refer. Just like you see influencers on social media promoting different products, you can do the same thing, even without millions of followers. We call our influencers rock stars here at Arieyl. This is a perfect way, let's say a stay-at-home mom, to make extra income during nap hour, Or maybe a college student in between classes can create a little content and make some sales. When you refer someone with your link and they make a purchase, the company then collects their payment, fulfills and ships the order directly to the customer, and all you need to do is collect your direct deposit. I mean, obviously it's helpful for you to stay in touch with your customers and help them as you can, but we also have a customer support hotline and emails that they will have access to. In order to make sales, our rock stars make creative content on social media. They tell their friends and family. They join vendor events in person. However you want to market the products, it's totally up to you. This is your business. So what would a little extra income do for you?
Okay, I wanted to let that whole video play so you guys could get an idea of this MLM. And I just have to say, like, starting straight off the bat, she says traditional companies waste money on advertising, but we know that word of mouth is better. And MLMs love this line as a great way to spin why they are not spending money on actual marketing. And it's because they're outsourcing it to reps for free. They don't have to pay to run ads, which is extremely expensive when they have all these reps posting on social media 15 times a day. And the whole argument of like people trust their friends and family, that's exactly it. Like you're so close to getting it, but so far away. Traditional businesses don't expect you to harass your friends and family to prove the product works. The products speak for themselves. MLMs love to twist concepts like this. They'll say that they want word of mouth recommendations, but what is actually happening is relentless pressure. If you have a friend that casually tells you about a great makeup product, that's fine. That's great. That's an honest recommendation. If, however, that person is financially dependent on you buying it, that's not the same. Now, I want to talk about the two co-CEOs, and I'm going to use their full name and their faces because they're the CEOs of the company and not just random reps. Their names are Kristen and Travis Butler, and they are not just random entrepreneurs who had a dream. These two were top earners at My Daily Choice. This is another MLM. They made millions at My Daily Choice, and then they left to start Arieyl, which to me looks to have a very similar product line to My Daily Choice. My Daily Choice went on to sue them for cross-recruiting their old team from My Daily Choice to Arieyl, meaning they didn't just walk away from their old MLM. They tried to pull people from it to start a downline in Arieyl. So I just want to make that clear that Arieyl isn't some like brand new company here to disrupt the industry. To me, it looks like My Daily Choice 2.0 with a different name and logo. Now, about their compensation plan, they of course make a big deal about their fast money bonuses, which I assume almost every MLM in existence has these early on bonuses to get you in fast, make a lot of money, and keep you hooked. But you need to buy in to unlock the bonuses, which is like the pay-to-play model. You need personal volume every month to stay active, and you make way more money recruiting than you do from product sales. And if you hear a rep say, but we do have products, they do, and they are so expensive. They have a tiny jar of relief cream. It's a dab will do ya. Retail price of $85. They have gummies that are between $70 to $100 per bottle. That feels outrageous. Like at these prices, who is actually buying this? Because if we're real, if the products were actually in demand, you wouldn't need a multi-level marketing scheme to sell them. I think they need their prices this high because their comp plan is designed to keep the money flowing at the top. And if you're wondering how this all shakes out for like the average recruit, we can take a look. And I should say the income disclosure statement that I have is from 2022. It is currently 2025. So this is not entirely current. I don't know where a more current income disclosure statement is. I feel like we didn't get new data because the new numbers are likely not much better than this one, but that's just my belief. If we go off of this report though, the platinum rank, which is 47% of the reps in the company, company earn an average of $105 per month. Gold rank is 30% of the company, and they earn an average of $14 a month. Rockstar rank, 17% of the company earns an average of $12 per month. So that's nearly 95% of reps making around $100 or less a month. And that is before expenses. And to directly discuss the video we watched, I personally just don't find that to be a good sales pitch. These companies always claim to be different, to be the new next best thing, but it's always the same. I don't know why I would be encouraged to join your company because you don't spend money on advertising. And the whole mention of this being perfect for stay-at-home moms or college students, it's the people who likely need extra money and may be more vulnerable to falling for a pitch like this. It's so frustrating, and the numbers, they don't lie. 95% of reps are making $100 a month-ish or less, and they'll likely say that's because they didn't work hard enough. But no amount of effort will fix this system. And the products are ridiculously overpriced. And I think that's because selling the products is not the point. It's recruiting people into the business opportunity. They will say that they are changing the industry, but this is the industry. It is the same formula, the same tactics, and the same outcome every single time, just with a little bit different of branding. This next one is an Instagram story from a rep in Pruvit.
Y'all, I've been real quiet and I've been real respectful. But when you take my money that I have earned, Leos don't stay quiet. I hope the right decisions are made very soon.
This is one of those moments where I feel like you can see the cracks forming in real time. This is a higher up rep, I believe, who has been with Pruvit for a long time. And based on what I believe is happening, she is calling out the company in this Instagram story. And when leaders in MLMs start to do this, it's usually a very clear sign that things are not going well behind the scenes at the company. The key takeaway that I took from her video is the line of, "When you take my money that I have earned." That is the kind of sentence you wouldn't say unless your paycheck is not showing up. And based on what we've seen in other MLMs, this could mean a few things. One is that she's trying to leave, but Pruvit is withholding her earnings. It could be that she's still in Pruvit, has no plans to leave, but her income has taken a massive hit. I believe a lot of people have left Pruvit recently, so I'm assuming that could mean people in her downline, which would then affect her income, or maybe people like the company at the C-suite level are restructuring commissions, which would also affect her income, or it could be that maybe she was caught recruiting for a different company on the side. This is something that I've seen come up often on Reddit threads. Top reps will quietly work on building a team in a different company while still collecting their paycheck from the company that they're still in. But if corporate catches wind of that, I'm assuming that would be that they're going to withhold your income like immediately. Either way, she is clearly furious, but I find it interesting how she's choosing to handle it. Going on Instagram instead of, I don't know if she's already spoken to corporate or getting an attorney. I'm not entirely sure if doing this is going to get you your money. I mean, maybe, but it is going to let your team and the rest of the world know likely what's going on behind the scenes at your company. And this is just one of the many red flags of MLMs. The second you're no longer useful to the company, your money stops. You don't own this business. You don't build a legacy. You are a contractor, and if you step out of line, they can cut you off. And that can happen even while they're still profiting off of the work you've done. So while on the surface, this looks like another reps meltdown, it actually can tell us a lot about how Pruvit is doing. Based on my understanding, they are bleeding top leaders. I have seen on my own social media a lot of people leaving. And when this starts happening, it's a clear sign that things are not going well for the company. This one is a post from an OPTAVIA rep in reference to, at the time, her friend who was in very critical condition in the hospital. This friend was another OPTAVIA rep. She, based on my understanding, had suffered a ruptured brain aneurysm and was in what I assume was very critical condition. And this is the rep's post. I just keep drinking hot chocolate and thinking of my girl. Contending through hard times is real hard, like really hard, but I know she would not want me eating cookies and all the things that don't serve me. I'm down 70 pounds today, and I know how proud she would be of me. All right. So that post was made on January 25th. Based on what I can find, the rep that she's talking about passed away on January 24th. So the day before this post was published. And I don't know for sure. I can assume that when she posted this, she did not know that her friend had tragically passed away. But if she did know, if she didn't know, either way, horrible behavior. If she did know that her friend had passed, then this is a grieving person that I believe is turning her friend's death into a weight loss milestone. That's not just sad, it's wrong. Instead of mourning her friend or honoring her memory as a way to reflect who she was as a person, this post is turning grief into a diet win. Not eating cookies, I'm still losing weight, as if that's what matters. And again, I assume at this point she didn't know the news, but even if she didn't know, you're posting this while your friend is in the hospital fighting for her life. To think that her first instinct was to frame this entire situation as motivation to stay on track with her diet, not actually reflecting on what mattered most in that moment. Just contending through hard times by following OPTAVIA's diet plan. And I feel like this is what happens when MLMs take over reps' entire sense of self. When your worth, your success, and relationships all get tangled up in a company, this is what grief can look like. No real processing, not real remembrance, just proving loyalty to the program. And I understand that grief is weird. People react in ways that don't always make sense when they are going through hard times. But this wasn't just a single emotional post about this situation. I wasn't even going to include this one because I didn't really know even how to address it, of this tragic, horrible event of a rep, a friend of hers passing away, but she's doing it again even weeks later. She's still framing her grief through the lens of OPTAVIA, turning her loss into a reason to stay on plan. On February 8th, she posted this: I left the house without earrings. Does that make anyone else feel naked? LOL. Anyway, I'm constantly thinking of my girl and how unfair life can be. I miss her so damn much and wish it was different. But I'm also constantly thinking of how best to honor her and keep her spirit alive in everyone who crossed her path. We had big plans. I'm just gonna have to make her proud honoring those. So fueling my body with my hot chocolate coffee combo and getting to my goal as fast as I can. What motivates you enough to honor your commitments to yourself? Okay, so let's go through this. She starts this off by mentioning forgetting earrings, and then almost immediately is pivoting to this grief and this really tragic situation. I don't know, it just felt like a very jarring transition to me. But like right when she kind of hits on the emotion of losing her friend, she instantly starts talking about her diet then. So fueling my body with my hot chocolate coffee combo and getting to my goal as fast as I can. It just like, this feels so much worse than the original post that I read. I had the first post set aside as something I had considered covering, and I wasn't sure. I kind of wavered on it. I didn't want to offend, or again, this is just such a tragic, sudden passing of someone who seemed to be her friend, but then weeks later to go on and post this, because it wasn't just like an immediate reaction, a thing that maybe was happening in that moment of crisis. It's weeks later and this mindset still has not changed. It's like grief is being packaged up as weight loss motivation. I think that the loss of her friend is being used to sell OPTAVIA. And then there's like the little addition at the end of what motivates you to honor your commitments to yourself. I don't know. That really rubs me the wrong way and kind of takes this post into the angle of being a sales pitch. Her friend is gone, and instead of sharing something to remember her, it's like, what's pushing you to reach your goal, and like, how can I increase engagement on this post to get people to comment? And I just feel like this is what happens when MLMs take over people's entire thought processes. Even tragedy gets turned into content creation. This loss is getting turned into motivation, not just for herself, but for the people who follow her. Like, they have to spin it into something that's going to be OPTAVIA approved, because I think like the alternative of like sitting in that and feeling that grief, that emotion, isn't like part of the script from the MLM. And to me, that is what is so deeply, deeply wrong about this. And if it's not clear yet, or you don't already know, OPTAVIA sells like low calorie, ultra low calorie meal replacements. There's things like protein bars, powdered shakes, and these tiny packets of soup, and it's all under the guise of lifestyle change. And I am 99.999% sure that the hot chocolate she's referencing in her post is an OPTAVIA product, because the day before that February post, she references velvety hot chocolate drink mix, and it's an OPTAVIA packet. To me, the entire program is built on significant calorie restriction, and the people selling it, they're not certified nutritionists or health professionals, dietitians. They're just other reps who are trained to follow the script, push the products, and keep clients locked into the cycle. And I just find this all so disturbing, because OPTAVIA seems to not just be selling meal replacements. It is selling an identity. It teaches people, I believe, that their value comes from their weight, that staying on plan is like this moral victory. And even in life's worst moments, like losing a friend, the program still comes first. I think that this post isn't some like misguided way of someone's grieving. It is a reflection of how OPTAVIA rewires people's brains to think. That is why I find MLMs to be so dangerous, because when you can't even separate mourning from weight loss, that's not just unhealthy, it's wrong. And with that, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, I really would appreciate it if you could just click the little like button. It does help me to build out this channel. Of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Leave a comment, even if it's something just like a thumbs up or great video, or if you guys have any feedback. If you have any top MLM fails that you would like to submit to me, I have a Google form linked in the description of this video, as well as an email address that you guys can send content to. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!